member. Um, First, I would like to, Mr. Rivera, I know that with FEMA and the grants that they provided for home relief, there was a persistent and serious problem with regards to applicants having their deeds or documentation that establish ownership or residency of those homes. Was that a prevalent problem for these businesses that apply for loans?
No, sir. We use a third-party contract where we independently verify, based on the contract, the owner of the property. So we don't ask for a copy of the deed anymore. We used to back in the old days, but we don't anymore. That's a process improvement. So we look at a contract that they tell us who the property owner is.
And was there any issue with that at all?
No, sir. Not to my knowledge.
And what percentage again of the loan applications were granted?
In Puerto Rico,
Yes.
63%. Virgin Islands, 65%. It was in the mid-40s in Harvey, and about close to 50% in Florida.
And you found that one of the stumbling blocks for these applicants to get their loans was translation services. Was that one of the major?
It wasn't one. Well, it's one of the stress points we had. Is that at first we didn't have the contract we had in place was not sufficient to handle the throughput because of Harvey, Irma, Maria, and the Spanish speakers in Texas, Florida, and then in Puerto Rico. But we've now, I mean, we went from a $50,000 contract up to $2 million contract now, where we have 3 separate contracts that can service and handle this type of volume.
But that's troubling that an agency as important as the ABA, SBA, that deals with small businesses, and many of the small businesses across the country are run or owned by folks who speak other languages, new immigrants that are entrepreneurs, that you don't have the infrastructure to respond to language needs of your clients. Google has like translation services. We're not splicing atoms here. I can't believe that you don't have access to technologies that are available right now on your phone to provide immediate and efficient translation of documents, of any type of interaction that you may have with your customers, which are small businesses. Have you looked at the possibility of utilizing modern technology that's available right now? So if you like, I'll go over and sit with you, and I'll show you what I can get on my phone.
Thank you.
To translate not just to Spanish, but to any other language in the world.
Thank you.
So how is it that a federal agency that addresses business needs doesn't even, and it's supposed to be at the cutting edge of technologies, you don't have that availability for your customers?
We
That's
do.
Unreal.
We do.
So why didn't you use it?
Well, we didn't back at the very beginning of the hurricanes. We pivoted. We learned from what happened. We were stressed by the calls and by the Spanish speaking, and now we spend $2 million a year. We have 3 separate contracts.
Mr. Chairman and Madam Ranker, we sit here on an ongoing basis all the time addressing the need of small business owners. And very often what we discuss here is the need for them to have access to new and modern technology that will give them a real advantage to do business. And yet the agency that's supposed to provide that opportunity to them doesn't have it itself. And in the middle of a storm that where we saw thousands of people die and thousands of business destroyed, you have to go into you have to think about it? Unacceptable, Mr. Chairman. Unacceptable. Yes, I will yield.
Mr. Rivera,